The 2009 WNBA Finals are tied at a game apiece as in game number 2 here at the U.S. Airways Center in Phoenix, Arizona, the Indiana Fever knock off the Phoenix Mercury 93-84 with Debbie Antonelli. I'm Chris Denari. A terrific effort by the Fever to come back after a heartbreaking, disappointing overtime loss in game 1. They came out aggressive, continued to play Phoenix's style of play, played a lot better defense tonight. One of the last things Lynn Dunn asked her team before they left the locker room at pregame was to have good production from the bench and to play with the right attitude. I thought the mindset for Indiana from the very beginning was to attack. They scored points going towards the basket, points in the paint. Their back to the basket production out of their post play was outstanding. And they were able to contain Diana Taurasi, which is always a key when you play Phoenix. I thought Indiana really came to play tonight, and catching set the tone early on. Well, you talk about that. You talked about attacking. It was the play of Tamika Catchings in the first half. She had 11 first-quarter points with 4 rebounds, 4 assists, a couple of steals there. I thought she really set the tone for the rest of her teammates. Well, there's no question. I mean, Catch has struggled the last couple of games with her offensive game, and she felt like she had let her team down. Well, there's no question anybody's going to ever think Tamika Catchings is not playing hard or with great effort. But tonight, she let the game come to her. She didn't force anything. She played unselfishly. They made the extra pass. They recognized mismatches all night long. I thought Indiana's decision-making down the stretch was outstanding. The Fever had 6 players in double figures, and on a night when the bench was terrific. In Game 1, Phoenix's bench outscored Indiana 45-18. Tonight, the Fever bench turned the tables, led by Breon January, and a terrific performance by Jessica Davenport. When the game slowed down for Davenport to have an opportunity to expose Phoenix on the inside, she did. Her touch on the interior is great. Her skill set is outstanding. They credit her for 3 blocks, Chris, but I would say she altered at least 3 more shots. She was a force on both ends of the floor. A great compliment to what Tammy Sutton-Brown does, particularly at this pace of play where Tammy and Ebony can't play the same amount of minutes as they usually play. You've got to have production off the bench. Indiana shot nearly 50% from the field for the 2nd straight game. They led this one by as many as 17 points and got the important win that now evens this series at a game apiece, and we head back to Conseco Fieldhouse now for games 3 and 4, and now the home court advantage has flipped. Indiana now has it in their favor. Well, if you remember, Indiana lost their home court advantage overall in the playoffs by losing to Phoenix the last time they came to Indianapolis. So Indiana has proven that they can win on the road. They've been tough all season. And the Eastern Conference prepares you for physical play. And I think that's going to be to Indiana's advantage because of their front line playing the way they were able to expose Phoenix on the inside. Plus, I believe that crowd's going to have something to do with the outcome of the game. Well, you can follow our broadcasts on radio. We'll move from 1070 to The Fan to 93 WIBC. I'll be joined by Quinn Buckner Sunday afternoon at 4 o'clock at Conseco Fieldhouse. But we'd like to see you there. Over 16,000 tickets have already been sold for Game 3. Hopefully it will be another sellout like Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals. A crowd of 18,165 would be great to see Sunday afternoon at Conseco Fieldhouse. But don't forget, then it's Game 4. Both games are guaranteed now at Conseco Fieldhouse, 3 and 4. Sunday is Game 3, a 4 o'clock start. Wednesday is Game 4, a 7:30 start. Debbie, your final comments is Indiana goes back home with now the series right where they want it. Well, exactly. You come on the road, you got to get the split. And I think Indiana has proven that they can score with Phoenix. Their defense should be better. Their front line play was a lot better tonight, and they were able to stay with them on the glass. If you can rebound with Phoenix, you can stay with them tempo-wise. All right, for all your WNBA playoff coverage, all your Fever playoff coverage, keep it right here to feverbasketball.com.